Theater of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer Does Daggerheart, the TTRPG system made by Darrington Press and Critical Role. You're in for a seafaring, swashbuckling time, so sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flayer.
Working 9 to 5.
No one works 9 to 5. It's working 9 to 5 and then doing your other shift from 5 till 9.
Working
9 to 4,
8
then
till 10.
6 to 10.
And then you get off work, then you work 6:30 to 12.
Let's make that musical.
Yeah.
There you go. That's our opening. Shout out to you people that work 9 to 5, then 5 to 9, and then 5 till 5. I'm Jacob Machin. I'm here with the usual suspects. Danielle Butlin.
Hello.
Hercules Mayes.
Hello.
Brandon McEwan.
Howdy.
And Montgomery.
Yeah.
How are we all doing?
Great.
Doing good.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 2. We're here to play Daggerheart.
Made it to
This will
episode
hopefully be
2.
one of the early actual plays that get out there that are running Daggerheart. And frankly,
We didn't get sent it early. We're already behind.
we're already behind. Yeah, it's
We're already
true.
behind.
It's
We
true.
didn't
We're
get
not in
we
Australia.
didn't get a copy of it a month ago. We're already behind.
Yeah.
We got.
We got it though.
We got cards.
We got cards. We got the box. We got everything. Highly recommend if you're at a table in person and that you enjoy playing with people and telling a story together. I dare say Daggerheart might be slightly better than D&D. You're not quite as buried in your sheet there.
Jury's still out,
Special.
but
Quite
it's
easy to
looking
learn
like it.
and a lot of fun.
It's definitely
I enjoy it.
if it's not going to be number 1, it's definitely going to be a close number 2.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Speaking of number 2s, who shit last? No.
I haven't shot today, so
Really?
Wait,
Clogged up.
really?
I'll probably go when I go to work.
Okay,
Oh.
that's fair. Yeah, always poop on company time.
Yeah. You paid for me for this.
Yeah. I
You're one of
remember-
those that goes in and like stinks out the work.
Oh,
doing
it just
it.
blows
Is
it
that?
Well, I don't.
Don't give away your secrets. Don't give away your secrets. The very first, when I was first an electrical apprentice, because it was like start at 6 a.m. sort of thing, I would go to the bathroom. I would sit on the toilet seat. I would set a vibrating alarm for like 7 minutes and just nap. Because I was that fucking tired. I'd be like, okay, back up. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, how long does it take to shit? Let's say like
7 minutes?
Well, like 7 minutes if you're at work.
Yeah. How
Normally,
long
Yeah.
before people start questioning where is he?
Around 7, because 5 you're like he's probably just having a bad time, and the 7 you're like, hang on. So if you set the timer for then, you're out.
You ever get
Hit
woken
figures.
up from a knock?
No. No one knocks on doors.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if I was snoring. That would have been interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring in like fart in a jar so that it actually smells. Like,
The whole production of it.
yeah. Well, it only took 1 episode to get here. Why don't we jump into the game?
Theater of the Mind Flayer.
In our last session, you guys on board the Intrepid Jester, helmed by Captain Layla. Wow. Captain Layla tried to intercept, tried to stop the Empire from taking down a vessel that sped away from the island of Pivoa, which is not on the screen, unfortunately. As you tried to stop them from apprehending these individuals that were maybe just trying to help themselves, try to save themselves from the arcane withering that seems to be coming from the south. We got hints that perhaps Captain Layla and the Intrepid Jester might not be as Empire savvy or as Empire friendly as we thought. And as that happened, we managed to not only stop the Empire's guard vessel, but meet the Captain Strike, who came aboard and ordered, after a quick flashback into a couple of your lives from some arcane scientists, ordered that 3 of you get arrested. As you were getting clapped in irons, your poison soup unfortunately spilled there,
over the decks.
bird shit not hitting the captain, and as Lucky was about to be clapped in irons, our Qatari friend Kaelen pulled a full Jack Sparrow and swung and landed right near the porthole of the other ship as shit started to go haywire. as shit starts to go haywire, we come back to this moment, you hitting the porthole, the captain shouting, "Get him!" As the captain shouts, "Get them!" Yeah, this guy goes to clap the irons on your wrist. What do you do?
I see Kaelen like kind of doing somersaults over there, and I'm gonna put my foot on this guy's chest, kick him away, and just say, "I don't know what's going on," and follow Kaelen.
Follow me?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Do me a favor.
Yar, stay here.
I will get you to go ahead and make a real quick. This is going to be a strength roll. Once I find my Empire's Guard stats. There we are. Yeah, this is going to be a strength roll against one of the bladed guards.
Could this be you're barking up the wrong tree?
I'll allow it if you want to burn a hope.
I do. Strength?
Strength. Plus 2.
21.
21 with
Hope.
Beautiful. Grab a hope back. 21 with hope. You plant your feet, push him back. He stumbles back, slips on a pot of soup, and hits the ground there. As you push back, you're gonna grab a rope and try and swing down and follow him.
Are the ships like connected?
They're kind of laid out.
Yeah, that's how I'm envisioning it. That I
had
kind
it-
of swooped.
I had it laid out, and then Michael moved the stuff there. So classic Michael. Kind of like this. You've swooped from stern to stern. The ships are kind of connected at the front there, and yeah, you're essentially there. Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt the exact same thing like Kaelen did.
Beautiful. Go ahead, give me a real quick agility. Was it?
Peg
it
Leg
was
Pete
agility.
is gonna try and intervene, knowing the plan of at least some of it, and that Lucky is not meant to be on that ship. Yeah. Pegleg's gonna be like, "No, steer!" and like jump after Lucky to like.
Great, Lucky. You still going?
Okay, I'm kind of like.
You can still go if you want.
So someone tell me what to do.
Stay on the ship.
Stay on the ship. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then what?
If I hear this, I'd probably yell out, "Get rid of the anchor, quickly!"
I'm gonna burn some fear here,
Oh, cool.
and the guards are going to step into action here. I'm gonna burn two fear and have 2 of them head your way. As you say, stay on the ship. You are clapped in irons. The captain is going to move away from you.
Can I? Yeah. Can I?
I've got fear. I'm using fear.
No.
I apologize. He is going
Use your fear,
to immediately. He's going to immediately. He's going to immediately run across towards his own ship. As he runs across to his own ship, you watch as he gestures up. Anytime a PC makes an attack roll. Okay, great. As he gestures up, you watch as one of the members of the Empire's Guard, the guy with the glasses, the spellcaster, is going to point down at you there at the side of the ship, and it's just going to fire an arcane blast at you. As they fire an arcane blast at you, mark a stress. Ooh. Activate the Spellblade and up to 5 allies. I'm going to burn another fear. They are going to go ahead and just fire out at you. That is a 6, 7, 8, 9 to hit you.
That does not hit.
Okay. As they fire out, you watch as the 4 guards that are on board here jump up. 2 of them are going to run to you there, and they are just going to try to grab a hold of you. That is a 6 and a 12 to hit you.
12 hits me.
Excellent. You are restrained, which means you can't take any movement. As you're restrained, they're holding onto you as you're standing there. The other one kind of goes to grab and gets pushed off and looks at you and says, "Don't try anything." That is going to be those 2. The other 2 are going to run forward, and they are going to fire off arrows at you. Just an arrow each. That is going to be a 10 and a 17 to hit you.
Yeah, the 10 will miss for
Okay.
sure. The 17, yeah, I'll take that.
They're going to mark off a stress, and they're going to roll double damage dice, and you now have a disadvantage on all agility rolls until you clear your HP, 1 HP.
That's not good.
That is going to be 10, 11, 12 points of damage.
So I will, as my feline instincts kind of kicks in, he looks to see the incoming attacks.
Yeah.
And one of the arrows will hit him in the chest, and when the arrow hits his chest, some arcane burst unexpected by Kaelen, bursts out, and the arrow kind of shatters. And Kaelen looks down and sees in his chest pocket that he put a gift from Lucky, which was a rune ward protecting him from damage. And I will reduce the damage by 1.
Excellent. Where does that put you at your damage threshold?
I think that so that was 12. You said damage.
Yep.
So it would be major damage.
Nice. So mark off coloring 2 HP.
I believe.
And
that's
you
used.
have
You keep it,
disadvantage.
unless you roll an 8. If you roll an 8, then it's spent for the day.
Perfect.
You now have disadvantage on all agility checks. As you're being clapped in irons, what's going on here?
So there's still guys on our ship.
Yeah, you see that 2 of them are surrounding Lucky. The other 2 have turned and pulled bows, and they're firing across the ship at Kaelen there. The captain is running across the plank towards his own ship to try and sort this shit out.
Can I go onto the plank, like near the plank, and just sort of like really hard fucking slam on it to try to get to the captain to like...
Oh, you want to try and shake the captain off?
Yeah.
Shoot him up.
Yeah, I'll say
or
go
just
ahead.
throw him off balance or something.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
I'm good at those. That is a 15 with hope.
15 with hope. You shake the plank here. As you shake the plank there, he slips and falls and lands like hanging onto the plank. I would like an agility reaction roll for you because your hands are cuffed and you need to try and make sure you don't fall either.
I have a Ridgeborn ability called Steady.
Yeah.
I have advantage on rolls to traverse dangerous cliffs and ledges, navigate harsh environments, and use my survival knowledge.
I'll allow that. That's a ledge. So a reaction roll. It won't generate hope or fear.
Yep.
You get a d6.
Oh, actually, no, that's good. No hope or fear. Good. That is a 13, no, 14, 20 agility, you said?
Yeah. 21 reaction roll. You steady yourself, even though you're manacled. You watch as the captain goes, fuck. As he does that, what are you doing? Then we'll come across to you.
Pete is now surprisingly speedy, ditching the
hobble.
The hobble.
Yeah.
Pete's just
Ditching the
gonna like
ruse.
over to the anchor.
I'll say that's within close range. Yeah.
Is it a rope anchor or a chain anchor?
It's a chain anchor. So you've got a capstan, which is like a column that has a chain wrapped around it, and you would normally like walk around it,
Yeah.
winch it up, or you set a quick release and it just goes, and you got to stand clear of it.
And that's for dropping it.
That's for dropping it, and for lifting it, it's
Yeah.
walk around and lift the chain.
How long would it typically take to?
One person would probably take. I would say if you're doing it on your own, it will probably take a countdown of 8, which would be 8 actions. The more people you have, the less that'll be. Or you can break the chain.
Get rid of it.
Fleetwood Mac style.
We're gonna need a beacher anyways.
my
Pete's
thinking.
gonna go to. Is there like a release on it for when?
Do me a favor. Let's go ahead and do we'll do a fates roll. I will say anything over 70 on a D100, and there will be a quick release for the chain.
Is a 25.
Yeah, unfortunately, the chain is kind of really wrapped in there. Most of these ships don't need a quick
That's
release.
fair.
For their, yeah.
Then I'm going to reach into my pack
Yeah.
and pull out an everyday object that would a big like
Chain release.
a chain release tool like an Allen key but for anchors.
Your bolt cutter.
Just this one screw.
Yeah, I was thinking more in line with like bolt cutters.
First of all, what does your pack look like? And 2, do you have a hope to spend to do this?
I do. I have
Nice.
one. Yeah, Pete's pack is like it's a backpack.
Nice.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it's a backpack.
Yeah.
Again, like he's quite shaggy at the back, so you may not have noticed that it was anything separate from his own like form, and that he may have looked a little more hunched over.
Okay. Yeah.
Then as he takes it off, you're like, oh no, he's like he's old, but he's
Yeah.
like
He's fit.
Nice. Yeah.
And he uses the shape of the pack to his advantage to look a little more
Very cool.
hobbly. And yeah, he sort of rummages around. There's something in here, and pulls out a chunky pair of like bolt cutters.
Nice. You pull out a chunky pair of bolt cutters. As you pull out a chunky pair of bolt cutters. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust that. As you pull out a chunky pair of bolt cutters, spend a hope to do that. As you do that, you pull out these bolt cutters and you start to kind of clamp down on the chain there. You two? Lucky?
Am I cuffed or is he holding me?
He's holding you. He hasn't cuffed you.
From in front or behind?
From in front.
Okay, I'm gonna uppercut him in the stomach with my hand runes.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a spellcast roll
Gut
there.
punch. Oh, crit.
Hey,
Crit!
there it is.
Excellent. You hammering, grab a hope, and
roll damage?
yeah, delete a stress. Yeah,
Or
grab
is
a
it
hope,
max damage?
mark a stress.
Crit.
So it is the max number on the dice, and then you roll the dice again.
Oh, okay.
So that's 10 plus
2.
plus whatever modifier you've got for your spellcasting. No, so whatever modifier you've got on your weapon.
You add that to damage?
No, whatever's on your weapon. Does your weapon have a plus to it, or is it just the dice?
No, it's just
great.
it's
Cool.
D10 magic damage.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Excellent.
So, yeah, 12 uppercut to the belly.
12. As you hit him, that is severe damage for him. As you uppercut him in the belly, he kind of anime spit flies out. As you hit him, grab a hope, get rid of a stress, and excellent. What else are we doing?
Kaelen would probably, being berated by arrows and magical ranged attacks, would grab like the porthole entrance
Yeah.
and kind of
Swing
slide
it.
in
Beautiful.
between the cannon.
Absolutely, easy enough.
Where am I? What
you are
deck
in
am I? Am I on the
mid deck? You're in the cannon deck. In the mid deck, there are dozens of cannons either side. You see a whole bunch of Empire's Guard here that are just like starting to get these cannons ready because they've heard shouts. A couple of them kind of look up at you and go, it's just chaos in here.
And there's no. This is not like the gunpowder storage, is it?
You would see that there are like boxes of gunpowder for each cannon to just like refresh it. And in the center of the room, there appears to be where the kind of the mast is. There appears to be like a winch with like a bucket sort of system here that goes down into the hull. You've been on ships before. You know that they would typically keep the black powder in like a copper box in the bottom of the ship where it can't be tampered with, but also where it can't get wet or a spark can't hit it. So you gather there's probably people down there working with that box right now. And you look in the center of the room, which is within your close range, so you could move to that.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to... How much is a minor health potion? How much does that clear?
1d4.
1d4, okay. Before he moves or anything, I want to clear my HP.
Yeah.
So he'll just pop out a little vial of a health potion and... Drug it down.
Go ahead and roll a 1d4. As you're doing that, I'm going to burn a fear. And with that fear, I'm going to have one of the guys down here shout up and say, "He's here! He's down here, gunner deck!" And as you hear that echo out, back to you.
Okay, I am cleared of HP.
Swords come out.
Yeah, so probably just the broadsword would come out, leaving his dagger sheathed for now. And he, all right, nobody, get hasty here. And then as he says that, he's gonna sprint towards where the hole is to go down to the below deck.
Absolutely.
And he'll kind of grab the rope and using his weight ride down
Nice.
on top of the.
I will get an agility check for this. You cleared your health.
Nah.
Yeah, beautiful, smart.
So agility.
Agility, yeah. We'll call this DC 12. Just to avoid getting swiped by anyone.
That's That's an 18 with fear. Yeah. I'll
18
take
with
the
fear. Beautiful. Easy enough. You swoop on down. As you swoop on down, as you're sliding.
Sorry, 20 with fear.
20 with fear. Beautiful. Easy. You slide on down through the various levels towards this lower hull here. With that fear, we're going to come back. The captain is going to take his action to kind of lift himself back up. As he lifts himself back up, he's just going to point at you and then run aboard this ship. And I'm going to give him a real quick agility roll to get him as far as he can. 18. Beautiful. He starts to run and sprint. He hears the calling, and he is running down the stairs to kind of trace to the lower deck to where you are. We cut away from this to you guys. What's happening on the Intrepid Jester?
I'm gonna take a step off the plank and just try to lift it and
Bloop it.
Yeah.
like just both hands just sort of up.
Give me another strength roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage. Ooh.
Yep. Just because you're manacled.
Yeah.
Working those tries.
So that's minus 6. You know what? I'm gonna use my prayer dice.
Yeah. What do you say and who do you pray to?
I go, oh my smoking stones, protector, help me out this one time. As I'm trying to lift it up, and I'll add 4
Nice.
to that. So that's gonna be basically just cancellation. That'll be a 14 with fear.
14 with fear. It is heavy and it is tough. As you're lifting, you've got it lifted up. You really just have to drop it. And with that fear, one of the guards is going to come running up behind you and just try and spot you off the edge there. That's a 3. Tries to kick you and goes, falls in himself, and you drop that, and it kind of, he lands in the water, and then this big plank just goes,
Ooh. Brutal.
excellent. The ships are separated.
How's the going?
Give me a strength roll now that you've had some time there.
Can I
Some
help
interaction.
Pete with that? I'm gonna beeline
Yeah.
it for there.
Mm-hmm.
Great. What is that?
Would you like to spend a hope
I would.
and help, or would you like to spend 3 hope and do a tag team?
I don't have 3 hopes, so I'm gonna spend 1 hope and help.
Beautiful, excellent. So
What does
that's
that mean?
you add a d6 to this roll. Yeah, as you run on up there.
Excellent. I'm just triple checking. There's nothing in here that is.
See,
got to
Layla's
do
already
with
shouting to drop the sails. She's
anything.
like, "Fuck it, let's do this." As the crew's getting ready. Yeah.
That's a 16 with fear.
16 with fear. Lovely. Ting! The chain whips on past. As it whips on past, I'll get you to take a stress as that chain barely misses whipping you. And kind of rolls down there. As it rolls down there, anything else you would like to do besides helping?
What's going on? Is anybody being attacked? Right
You
now?
don't see anyone being attacked. You see the guards are about to move in on you. There are 3 left on your ship here. They're all on this main deck. You can see that Anna Lou, not Mary Lou, or Mary May or whatever. Anna Lou, chained, but really, really capable. No sign of your Qatari friend. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna unleash chaos, my spell, at the closest.
Nice.
Guy towards me.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Is it a spellcast roll?
Yeah.
Is there a DC or it's just at their DC, I guess?
Against target with far range.
Nice,
Any
yeah.
over tokens, charge and raw energy. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just an instinct roll.
Go for it.
19
19. Nice.
with fear.
19 with fear. Beautiful. Go ahead and give me your damage as you...
2.
2. It's going to hit that same guard that's looking pretty bad. And he is very bad as it hits him. What does it look like when it hits him?
My eyes just like kind of glow with like this watery mist and like blue energy, and then it just kind of comes out of like my core, just like a
Iron Man.
yeah, literally pulsar beam.
You hit him. He looks very badly hurt as the other 2 guards are like there with their glaives. With fear, they are going to run in at you and just take attacks each.
Cool.
As they run on in, that is a... that's garbage. Where are we? That's an 8 and an 11 to hit you.
11 hits.
11 hits, okay. As they swipe on in, these nasty blades carving away at your timber, and it's almost like your timber was being carved away previously. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 points of damage there as they swipe. As they swipe, we come back in to our Qatari friend.
What Kaelen's standing in this box with the powder.
So
Is
you-
it currently yeah.
You
Set the scene for me.
all the way down, and like landing on like a pile of like ash, you land on black powder, and a little bit of it like kicks up. The box is no bigger than like this table or this like room, but there are like 2 guards in there that have like scoops that they're kind of putting into buckets, and then like the rope is kind of taking them up, and as you land, they look and go, oh fuck.
And
You can see they're like clipped to the they've got these little wire clips on their clothes that goes to the copper box, grounding them so they don't create any static.
oh, interesting. So scientific. Wow. Yeah, is this box of black powder like secured down to the hull of the ship?
It looks to be built into so like a copper floor, copper sides, copper like a copper container that's about from me to you guys at the back table there.
Okay. How do I do this without immediately exploding?
Exactly.
Get a pocket full.
Yeah.
Lead a line.
What
Lead a line up.
what I'm basically gonna do is
You do see that like the copper box has like a copper door to it. Like there's a you got to get into it. They don't just jump in through the top like you. So there is like a stove like entrance that leads into the rest of the hold here with lots of packed crates and things.
okay. And coming down, does that go all the way up to?
Just to the gun deck,
Just
which
to the
is
gun
the
deck.
one of the
Okay.
second deck down from the top.
And I know I'm asking a lot of questions. Does it look like the ropes are like the winch mechanism is if one would be cut, it would like shoot up quickly?
Yeah, if you were to cut a lower rope, not as fast as you think, because if you think that like the heavy buckets are being pulled up this side and the light buckets are coming down, if you cut, the heavy buckets would pull back down, so you'd have to jump on this rope and get pulled down. So,
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a handful of black powder.
Okay.
Put it in my put it in like an empty like side satchel or
Okay.
something, like fill
Yeah.
that thing up.
Yeah.
And then make a little cut underneath the bag.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try and run. I'm gonna hop off the metal box that's holding the gunpowder, and I'm gonna let go of the bag, the hole in the bag, so that there's a trail of black powder that's
Okay.
leading up, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
run to the stairs that will lead me up to the next deck up.
So you're running out of the box and leaving a trail of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of leaving
excellent.
a trail that
Cool.
I could ignite.
Yeah. You start to run out there. As you run out there, I'm going to burn a fear. And as you're running up the stairs there, you hear the thumping of the captain running downstairs. He comes around the corner with a pistol. And he comes around the corner with a pistol. He goes, "Oh, fuck!"
What are we doing? What are we doing? Shh, it's just like I blow some in his face.
Give me a real quick a finesse roll if you could.
Okay, yeah, finesse. Is there something with finesse that I got? I don't think so. No, just straight and roll. Oh, that's not good. 12, 13 with fear.
As you,
I'm going to burn
Yeah.
2 hope to re-roll my hope dice.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, crit!
You blow
That's
dust in
what
his
this
face.
game's about, baby.
As you blow dust in his face, you see him kind of like pork trick, like his fingers on the trigger, and he's like wiping his face. And you're like, oh no, oh.
I'm gonna quickly, and I'm gonna kind of like dodge underneath him and
Yeah.
continue
Yeah.
running up, leaving a trail.
Gain a hope, get rid of a stress.
That's right.
As you're running up and leaving a trail, you continue to sprint out. We come back to you guys. What's happening?
I'm gonna, with my hands sword tied, I'm gonna fumble my axe out,
Yeah. Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my my spirit weapon trait, and just sort of have it in my hand and be like, I can't, just protector, help me out, and I'm just gonna throw it, and it's gonna million.
Yeah, great. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me. Ooh, the countdown's still going down. Attack roll, attack roll. No attack roll. You just. Oh, you did though.
I didn't attack. Did I attack?
It was an attack.
What countdown?
That'd be 11 on the first one to hit.
11 to hit the guard.
Yes.
That does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna
11 with.
with hope.
Okay, great. Gain a hope.
And then I'm going to mark a stress.
Yeah.
To try to have it bounce off him, hit the other guy before it returns to my hand.
Great, excellent. Mark off a stress.
I will see if I actually mark a stress. I do mark the stress.
Yes, you take the stress as you curve it. Go ahead and give me another roll. Oh wait, does it use the same roll? Or
I can fly
Some of them use the same roll.
attack adversary with close range. Can mark a stress to target an additional adversary
Yeah.
with the same attack roll.
so keep that stress because you'd know that wouldn't hit. Yeah. Yeah. You see it, it misses this guy, and you know it's going to be useless trying to swing it back around.
and then it returns to my hand.
Excellent. They look at you and they kind of turn and go to sprint at you, but before they do, Lucky or Pegleg Pete?
Pegleg Pete is done with the anchor.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go and like be prepping the sails to like bail fast.
Excellent. You run up. Holland kind of looks and says, "This is exciting, isn't it?"
Yarr!
Yeah. Zestiel kind of looks across and says, "Okay, if we can have a bit of decorum and just work really hard. We're probably going to try and dock somewhere where the Empire won't find us. So let's go, team."
Calm and cool and collected.
It's got like the crazy eyes.
Absolutely.
Like Zoomies eyes.
I'll say no rolls necessary if you want to run in and do that. Absolutely. Unless you want to roll something in particular.
No, I might fuck up.
Okay. Hey, but you might get hope.
I know.
You might crit.
That's okay.
Sure. Give me a knowledge
fuck
roll.
Fuck it.
Give me a knowledge roll so you can aid the ship in this way.
Oh, if I'm gonna do a knowledge roll,
Yeah.
can I like down my enlighten potion?
Yeah.
You still have a +2, right?
I gotta remember what I gotta do. Oh, I do have a +2.
Yeah, +2 from Kaelen. Yeah.
To a knowledge roll?
To
any
whatever.
roll.
To
Yeah.
whatever roll.
Yeah.
Thank
I'll
Do it
allow it.
together.
This is gonna be +3.
Well, +3 equals a 10
With
with fear.
perfect.
Is that a fail or
That
is
is a
that
failure with fear. You go to grab
See,
the
I shouldn't
sails. As you do, you kind of yank, and as you yank, as the wind catches them, the ship kind of goes to kind of curve back in as Layla's kind of grabbing the wheel to try and pull it apart here. You're about to clash the ships once more, which you know your ship won't take too well. What do you want to do?
Can I use my elemental spellcast to try and like steer the water next to the ship to like,
Yeah.
steer it away from the ship?
Make a spellcast roll for me.
Nice.
Absolutely. Let's see what happens here.
Come on, Lucky.
Higher the
Show us your
roll,
luck.
better the odds.
Additionally,
Yeah.
I can spend a hope and describe how my control over this element helps a roll I'm about to make with a +2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look it up.
16 with fear.
16 with fear. Beautiful. Here's what happens. You. What does it look like when you manipulate the current beside the ship there?
I just like kind of move my hands like this, and it's almost like not quite splitting the sea, but there's like water that just comes up in like a wall.
Nice.
That's just like
a buffer.
Yeah, exactly. That's just
Nice.
against the ship. And
Very nice. As you whip that buffer up, Vren comes running and says, "That's it, good job, lad." And he's going to run past, aiming for the other guys there. With that fear, I'm going to spend 2 more fear, and I'm going to activate the 3 guards on this ship, and they are going to run and they are going to attack all 3 of you. One for you there is a 13.
yeah.
That is going to be 9 points of physical damage. Comes in and just jams a blade into your timbery side. That is a nat 1 for the other one. He is going to like point his sword in front of him and like sprint at you and then jump Superman style, and you just oh yes! You hold it out and goes through the chain of your and goes off to the edge. Doesn't go off the edge, but gets
Pete Jack Sparrow right there.
Gets sucked into the wall of water and is like, and the last one at you there. That's a 2. Excellent. This guy's the last one on the ship, and he goes,
Ha
fuck it. He's going to jump overboard and swim over to his ship. The ship is clear of enemies here, and you've stopped it from crashing into the side. Pete, is there anything you'd like to do before we come across to Kaelen?
Are any of their crew looking like they're gonna man the guns or anything?
Yes.
Okay, great. I would love for Jerry
Yeah.
to go and attack one of them, like whoever
Yeah.
looks like they're closest
Who's going
to,
first?
like,
Yeah,
doing something.
Jerry swoops on down as Jerry kind of spots Kaelen running up the stairs. You ducks on in, like if you imagine Jerry flying past cannon, quickly ducks on into the inside and goes and tries to knock a bunch of dudes there. That's going to be just a spellcasting roll from you, and I will get that to be. I will get agility if you're happy with that.
Yeah. So that is. Let me just.
Oh no, it'd be your spellcasting trait. Sorry, which is agility.
No, I'm just checking. Sweet.
Cool. And the countdown.
Yeah, agility, which makes that 18, 19. 19 with fear.
19 with fear. Beautiful. Excellent. You watch as, with the success with that 19, that cannon kind of like reels up a little bit. And as it does, like the back opens, cannonball falls on the dude's foot. Powder spills everywhere as they're kind of like coughing. But as that happens.
Oh, yeah. I roll the damage.
Yeah, roll the damage. Yeah.
Pretty sure that
A
was
D6, I believe. Yeah.
Yep, that is a 5 on the die. Yep, 5.
Excellent. That person is looking pretty badly hurt. However, as the captain started his countdown, the archers that are on the top of their masts are going to rain down on all three of you with advantage. Here we go. That is a 18 to hit you.
Oh, yeah.
Do they want to mark? Oh, they can't mark a stress. Beautiful. Excellent. That is going to be full damage. 15 points of physical damage to you.
Cool. That's major, but I'm going to mark another armor, so it's just 1 point.
Excellent. At you there, that is a 11, 12 to hit you.
Not bad.
That is going to be 9 points of physical damage to you.
I'm gonna use an armor to reduce it to minor damage.
Nice. What does it look like? How do we see the difference between how your two armors protect you?
I have a little round shield in my offhand, so I'm just going to kind of stand up 300 style.
Nice.
And that's going to take quite a bit of damage from the shield. It's just chipping away at it. Some arrows go through it.
Good stuff.
Analu's just sort of gonna flinch as if that arrow was supposed to hit true, but by some miraculous way it sort of curves just a little bit, just to
hits the side there. That is a 13 to hit you.
Meets it, beats it?
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
That is going to be 13 points of physical damage to you.
Yeah, I'm going to also mark off an armor to reduce that.
What does it look like?
So then that reduces... One armor would reduce it down to...
Yeah, so what's your threshold?
down one level.
12 and 6.
Yeah, so we'll take it
would
from
have been
severe down to major. So instead of
cool.
marking
3, I
3,
mark
you mark
2.
2. Yeah, good stuff.
Great.
Excellent. And what does it look like when the bullet hits your armor instead?
Yeah, it sort of instead of hitting like a major something, it just kind of it goes into his shoulder, and it's like, oh, that did a bit of damage. It's a bit more than a flesh wound, but it's nothing that's gonna take him out.
Nice. I am going to spend a fear. And the captain is going to pursue you. As he pursues you, he's also going to activate 4 guards come running at you as well. You've now got the captain running after you. He's behind you, but 4 guards surround you. As the captain comes towards you, he's just going to try to make one cheeky little attack on you. That is 13 to hit you.
Damn it, yes, that's going to hit.
Okay, that is going to be...
Beyond. This is melee range, I guess?
Yeah, 13 points of damage.
Ooh, I'm going to spend... spend an armor to reduce it to major.
What happens when this mace hits you?
So that's 2 HP. Kaelen's kind of, as he's like trying to sprint away, he's looking back to make sure the trail of gunpowder is still
going. Yeah,
still going. And as he kind of looks up, he sees the hammer coming down. And he just tries to get out of the way, but the hammer's just nicks his gamberson and kind of like sends him in like a little twirl. He's a little caught off guard and winded.
Excellent.
But
you can see the top deck, like the top decks, you just got to bound past these guards to get to the top deck and then get away. What would you like to do in this one?
what I like to do now, with that scene that it's time to make the full-on escape, Kaelen is going to reach in and pull out his where was it? I have an equipment. I have a fire jar. I'm gonna pop the cork up, catch the
Holy
cork,
shit.
Yeah.
and pour some out on the. I'm gonna drop like the little baggie, drop it on the. Pour some out liquid fire on the bag and
Excellent.
start the escape.
Holy
I am
shit.
going to roll a d4 and not tell you.
no.
That is how many actions there will be before this explodes. You set it on fire. As soon as you set it on fire, the captain goes, "Oh fuck!" They all raise their swords. You trying to step away from them?
I'm going to the jumping route. Is that? It's just the next time I jump, I get to jump double the distance or jump
So
far
you,
range.
You would need to consume the route.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. For now, I'm gonna try and jump through
Through them all.
bounce through the.
Give me
bounce through
an
the guys.
agility roll, please.
Yeah.
And I will.
Can we see Kaelen at all?
Not until he pops up. If he succeeds in this, you will see him. Yeah.
Agility, you say?
Agility. Yeah.
Agility. Come on, Kaelen. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. It's a 12 with hope.
12 with hope. Okay. Take that hope. How many hit points have you marked?
I have 2 marked points.
Okay. You're going to get 2 attacks on you, but you will get past them.
Okay.
One is a 10, the other is an 18.
The 10 misses and the 18 hits.
That's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 points of physical damage, but you do duck past these guys.
With that physical damage, I'm going to the heart trinket that Lucky has given to Kaelen starts to imbue back with power.
Another one. So that's 8 points of damage, which will bring you to one of your thresholds, I'm sure.
Definitely major.
Yes. And as you kind of dart past these guys, you watch as it fizzes back. As it fizzes back, you guys now see Kaelen like come up from below deck and just sprinting towards
Start the car! Start the car!
Ship's already moving away. What do you guys want to do?
How far is he?
He is within far range.
Okay.
So
And-
he can't. He's not close enough to jump into the ship.
He could jump into the water, but he couldn't get to the ship.
I just gotta eat the root.
Okay.
How could we get within close range while still staying on the ship?
I will say at this point Layla's curved it away. I will say that if you make an agility roll for me, that you can get within close range, within 30 feet. Yeah.
And a 7, 13.
Anything else you add to it? And a 13 with?
Oh wait, no, I have advantage. You have advantage on agility rolls that involve balancing and climbing.
I'll say yeah. Sure.
So then what do I do?
Add a d6.
Add a d6. That is another 2.
With
So 15.
with
Hope.
with hope.
Hey.
Okay.
With hope.
Grab a hope. Make sure you're grabbing a hope.
I got another hope.
You sprint up onto the banister. As you get onto the banister, you are just within close, or at the very edge of close range.
I want to fire my thing at him.
Grapple. Excellent.
Like,
You need
I'll
to
patch you up when you're back on
hit,
board.
You need to hit his evasion. However, if anyone would like to help, I strongly recommend it because my
Don't
time
move. Let me hit you.
is up.
Can I?
was
Yes.
just one
Can
round.
I will spend a hope to help.
Yeah.
Sort of. I will be like a little bit of a backup. I'll get my lasso ready
Yeah. Excellent.
and sort of back up Pete, where
Yeah.
in case he misses, I'll.
Okay.
Great.
So
I'm
you get
gonna-
add a d6
I'm gonna
to this.
like fish in a barrel, and I'm gonna spend a hope to.
Okay. Add 2 to
Yeah.
it. Beautiful. So you've got advantage. You've got a +2. Lucky, you doing
I
anything?
don't have any hope.
Do you have anything you want to say?
I believe in you guys.
Excellent. You have to beat. What is your evasion?
My evasion is a 12.
You have to beat 12.
Doable. Very doable.
Very.
That's close.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then
there's a 6
advantage.
from me.
Oh, +2 already.
Yep.
From
And then plus advantage. Yeah.
advantage.
Nice.
2. So that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
With
With fear.
great, fantastic. You feel this grappling hook grab you. Go ahead and do your damage if you could. If the grappling hook has damage. You are grabbed and you are yanked across the ships. As you're yanked across the ships,
3 physical damage.
3 physical damage.
I will. Fuck it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna mark a stress, and because I see it coming, and before it like hits me, I'll try and like catch it so it doesn't pierce me.
Yeah.
That's a 1. Oh no, that's a bonus to my evasion. And instead, I'll roll the
Well,
D8.
you don't want that.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
do
the
that.
D8,
So
yeah,
the
that's
D8.
right.
6.
So that nullifies the damage, I guess.
There you
So
go.
you catch it.
You catch him over. However, with that fear,
Uh-huh.
Boom!
their ship explodes. That would be noticed from a fair way away. As their ship explodes, your ship is kind of rocked back. You go stumbling to the bottom of the deck there. As you land on the bottom of the deck there, Captain Layla says, "All right, Pivoa or Ilya? What's going to be best?"
Anyway, that's not here.
Ilya. Or
excellent.
is that close? Which is I guess
Much
Ilya.
it's up to you. Do you want to go to the jungle isle, or do you want to go to one of the smaller isle to the south?
Yardelia.
Okay. Spins the ship and she says, "That is going to garner a lot of attention. I guess we should probably haul ass." And her crew, Holland and everyone kind of jump in, set the sails, and you are fleeing, narrowly escaping.
As we're sailing off, Kaelen looks back and tries to see where the captain is, and if he makes eye contact with the captain, he gives a nice little bow.
I'm going to go ahead. If you can go ahead and roll. Oh no, he's automatically going to take severe damage. You watch
'Cause
as
he's
a
got
lot of
blown
their
up.
people are like dead and kind of destroyed, but you do watch like hanging on a bit of timber. Their captain with like a bloodied face just looks at you, and he's gonna raise his pistol, and as he fires, and you lose sight of him in this fireball that claims him a second time.
We have a nemesis. You play Shadow of Mordor, where the orcs they come like if you kill them with fire, they come back all like burned, and they're like, "Oh gosh, the burned."
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yep.
Excellent. I hand it back to you guys as Captain Layla and the crew steady the ship. I'd like you to go around and let us know how you're looking, both whether you're physically injured or how stressed out you are right now.
Pete's just like patching up his arm a little bit, and is gonna pop the cork of a health potion.
Yeah.
Rummages through and glugs it.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll D4.
Which is a D. Yeah.
D4.
Oh no, this is a recipe,
Yeah.
not an actual potion.
So you need to take a downtime actually
Yeah.
to cook it up.
So Pete's gonna go down to the
yeah, we'll get to
down
downtime
to the
in
galley
a
and
moment.
do that.
I'd
Yeah.
rather stay up here on deck
yeah.
in
So
the
he's just
immediate aftermath.
cleaning it out.
Cool.
That's all.
I think right now Anna Lou's like she seems a little frazzled, but like doing all right. I think she's just sort of looking over everybody to be like, okay, do you need? Are you sure you want? Are you sure you want to deal with that with yourself? Are you sure you don't want me to?
I have a rope burn from the ropes. If you wouldn't mind.
I think I'm gonna deal with bleeding first, and then make my way down.
They're blistered. Is blisters bleeding?
I sort of go over and I hold his hands together and I just go, just keep those together for a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Anybody bleeding?
I am pretty banged up a bit.
Yeah,
And you
okay,
see
okay,
Kaelen
come
is
over
kind
here.
of ashed and has an arrow sticking out of like his right shoulder.
Black smoke
Yeah,
on
he's
his
kind of he doesn't have any gray whiskers. It's all
Yeah.
yeah.
Lucky's just like kind of gonna saunter over to the bow of the ship again. You know when you like carve a piece of like bark off a tree and the wood underneath is kind of like unfinished and raw. So half of him is like covered in those kind of spots, but
Right.
posture wise, he's still just straight as an arrow, and he's gonna plant himself at the bow of the ship and just kind of look towards their destination there.
Okay, well, let's see. I'm gonna spend 3 hope
Nice.
to.
Erase.
I can do 2 if I do that, or I can do 3 if I do that. Okay.
You're welcome to read out the card for the audience
Yes.
if you want to.
Okay, first I'm going to do my sparing touch.
Mm.
Once per long rest, I may touch a creature, that will be you, and clear 2 hit points.
Perfect.
As she
Not
sort
too
of
shabby.
goes up to you and sort of like starts patching up and like, you know, like wet, like very much like mom when their like little kid has like scraped themselves, you know, it's like, you know, like dabbing your wounds and like making a fuss, making a fuss over you. It's like no, hold still.
It's gonna hurt.
It's like
burns.
No, it's gonna hurt a lot less if you stop moving.
All right. And I apologize for the rashness of that exchange, but
Well, maybe next time you'll think twice.
I don't think so.
And I sort of do that, and then I'll move over to
Lucky.
Yes, to Lucky to spend 2 hope. And then sort of I'll take a little bit longer. This one will be sort of a few minutes. That one was sort of like a quick like God, just stop fussing. This is more like a hey Lucky, you doing all right?
Doing good, doing great. And he's just like got his ear to the ship, and he's kind of just like petting the ship and like kind of more concerned with the ship than himself.
What you listening to there, buddy?
Oh, she's very nervous.
Yeah. Well, I'd be nervous too if I had to go up against a big threatening ship like that.
Yeah, and if you had a hole in your side.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
No.
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 I'm using my mending touch, but if I spend this time learning something new about the ally or share
Character.
something about myself, I can clear 2 hit points instead of 1.
Excellent. I think learning that Lucky has indeed
with the
not
ship.
even just like you understand that Lucky genuinely has a connection with the ship. I will allow that. Yeah, absolutely.
This one will be more like instead of an actual like tending to wounds, more like sort of a nice warm energy sort of fills you, and it's like the feeling of like
You get first aid, you get therapy.
yeah, like yours is just like just put some dirt in it. But yours like is less of a physical, but yeah, almost like an emotional kind of spiritual. Like you feel the warmth come from within, and it helps sort of regrow some of your tissue, your wood tissue.
The wood in Lucky's tissue, for lack of a better word, is very like knotted and like tense, very taut, and then as you're healing, it kind of loosens a bit and becomes more malleable again, and almost breathes a little bit.
Yeah,
Nice.
do that.
Nice.
Clear 2 hit points off of you.
As your ship kind of sails on there, making the trip down to Ilya, everything kind of settles ever so slightly, but you are made aware of like a ringing of bells from far out in the ocean where the northern outpost is, and also some coming down from Pivoa in order to investigate what this huge explosion may have been. Captain Layla says, we should be at the Isle, before sundown or around sundown if we're lucky. Not what I meant. No, yeah, if we're fortunate. If we're fortunate. If you need anything, let us
Lucky
know.
you'll be there at sundown too.
Will I be
Don't
fortunate?
worry.
She says, friend, if you wouldn't mind taking them, and I think it's time you explain to our friends here what we're here for. Bren says, right, of course. You mind stepping below deck for a second?
Of course, come on.
Okay.
As you step below deck, Zessil kind of follows there. As Zessil follows, Ren kind of takes you down to the galley kitchen. There is a cell at the back there, and kind of hammocks at the front that you guys have been able to sleep on, and Ren kind of just like stands with one of her feet like on the does the cock one leg sort of thing. I am a pirate king kind of vibe. And first mate Ren looks at you all and says, right, appreciate the help there. What we haven't told you is that the Intrepid Jester is not a merchant ship. We are actually privateers that work for Leisure, one of the pirate lords. Now, before you react, I want to let you know that we're not here to harm anyone. We're here to figure out what they're doing down in Parfar. This arcane disease, this withering, the Pirate King seems convinced that it's a ruse, and they're building or preparing something down there to take out the pirates in one fell swoop. We were trying to get some bits and pieces from Pivoa in order to keep ourselves healthy and inoculated from the withering. And then we were planning on heading down there to sorry, my friend's snoring in the bunks there. And we were planning on heading down to Pivoa to investigate. Now, Parfar, rather, to investigate. Parfar. Too many P-land words. I don't know where you guys stand as far as the Empire goes, but we're happy to drop you off at this isle and then set sail and leave you to your business. I'll say there's now a target on our backs, and unless everyone on that ship perished, there's probably going to be a target on your backs. Love to hear your thoughts.
Well, I don't think any of us have any bound duties to the Empire, clearly.
I'm not qualified to make this decision.
Yes.
What qualifications do you have?
They called me lucky, but it was after something bad happened, so I think it might be irony. I'm still not sure what that means.
Yeah, sort of a sarcastic kind of.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
Yeah.
Rain on your wedding day.
Yes. For a free ride when you've already kind of paid.
Well, I think lucky you belong on a ship.
I would like to heal the damage done to your ship.
And the Empire is definitely known to, make up excuses to justify their means. And it's a thing that they have been allowed to do for far too long. So, if aiding in this investigation on this withering helps in some way, I will gladly offer my sword.
Well, the withering sounds quite an awful thing. I wouldn't want that affecting too many people, but the Empire. I know people don't love the Empire, but I think they try to mean well most of the time. I think they just sort of lose sight of it every once in a while.
I think power corrupts, and we see that in the Empire. We see that in pirates. And these pirates have the gall to call it what it is. Empire has this idea that they are righteous.
Pete gets out his pipe and just like, as he watches Anna Lou.
What have we told you about second-hand smoke, Pete?
I'll go up on deck.
That's fine. It's fine.
You're hotboxing this place. Did you just see what happened?
Zessil speaks up and says, "It will be dangerous if you follow along with us, and you'd be under Captain Layla's orders, but unless I'm mistaken, she's taken a liking to you, and, more brains are better than no brains."
Can I get what would this be? A instinct check on on Zessil to see if he's
Legit?
Yeah, if there's any sense of like that he has ulterior motives to his presence here,
Yeah, make an instinct
or
roll.
if he's like part of the crew.
Make an instinct roll.
That's 18 with fear.
18 with fear. It's not that he has ulterior motives. He just seems very invested in this, but keeping it on the lowdown. He says, "Well, we've been told that we're are we to be captured and our flag and our notes to be discovered, that we are effectively disavowed. Lejeune will claim no knowledge of what we're doing here, and we're simply unruly pirates that strayed into the waters. So our plan was to dip into Pivoa, grab some kind of vegetables and tinctures from the forest, and then make our way to Parfar, either be it via the Craven Stair or going around. It'll be treacherous, and I'm not sure what defenses they have around the island to stop people from getting in. The only other option we could see is, worst case scenario, getting arrested, and if we're not executed, getting sent to Primsec prison in Parfar, and then trying to escape the prison.
We were pretty close to getting arrested there. You all decided you wanted to, take a more active approach.
Don't act like you weren't itching to get some action.
You're on this ship for a
If
reason.
you're itching for action, I recommend a shampoo and a fine comb.
Yar, that'd be good advice.
You're on this ship for a reason, no? Pegleg?
Yar, I've been with the crew for a good time now. Yar.
So you value freedom, I'm sure, as much as any of us.
Aye.
No one decides who they put chains on.
Well, if you decide for yourself and you say, all right, I'm going to go to prison for a greater cause. And he gets his, wide eyes.
Right, chill.
A consensual imprisonment.
Yar.
Well, Vren speaks up. If we're done talking about consensual imprisonment, otherwise known as bondage, I'm sure.
Cuffs have to be fuzzy.
If you're on board, you'll be helping out a lot of folks. The pirates aren't all they're cracked up to be. We're not, besides Jax Weavis's kind of armada, we're not murderous psychopaths. We just want to live in the ocean and enjoy the seas. Empire would take that away from us. If we can confirm or deny, disprove whether they're sorting out some mass extinction, some mass weapon to kill us, then things will go a little smoother. But from what we've heard, Parfar is where all the good stuff's happening. By good stuff, I mean bad stuff.
Well, the interesting stuff.
But you've helped us enough as it is, so if it comes down to saying goodbye to you and sending you on your way, more than happy to.
I think we can find a way to work together. It's not a bad start.
It's not bad. And I mean, to be fully honest, being left on an island doesn't seem like a very good idea for us to try to get anywhere else.
But then I think it's agreed. We're all on the same boat.
Yar.
As you say that, we kind of pan out to you guys arriving.
Welcome aboard.
Twilight. As you swing the ship around, Layla kind of beaches it up on the sand and tilts it on its side, and you guys are able to, like the first Madagascar movie, you are able to set yourselves up on the beach here with a bunch of beautiful, beautiful trees behind you, and prepare to rest up. And we will come back next week.
Leader of the Mind Flip.